Yo guys, what is going on? It's Psycho Sibs Gaming, and I actually cannot believe that I have to make another video about this. If you guys did not see, this is the final September update patch balance notes, and this thing is absolutely insane. It is so huge. And earlier today, I released a 25-minute long video going over the patch notes because this is what I do every time a patch note comes out. I always go through it in detail. I read through each thing, kind of talk about it a little bit. This is actually technically the third video I am releasing talking about the patch notes. I had an earlier video that discussed the general gameplay stuff. Then the second video, which I released earlier today, discussed all of the upgrade changes that are general upgrade changes and the plant upgrade changes. But that wasn't enough. I recorded myself talking for 25 minutes, and it was not enough to cover this whole thing. So today, we're scrolling all the way down, and we're finishing up this absolutely monstrous size upgrade patch notes with these zombie. I mean, this is crazy. I'm still scrolling. Okay, I think I passed it. All right, here we go. I've also moved to my computer. I did the last one on my phone. Hopefully this is good, and I added some light background music. So hopefully it's not just me awkwardly talking over nothing. So with that being said, you know, let's just jump into these, see what we got. We're gonna kick this thing off with Foot Soldier. So Foot Soldier, starting off with his base weapon, the Z1 Assault Blaster. While not zooming, increase recoil. Okay. Increase recoil per shot, but decrease recoil recovery factory. Okay, so basically he'll have a little more recoil while you're not zooming. That makes sense. If you're not aimed on sight, you should have reduced recoil, or you shouldn't have low recoil. Ugh, I'm already brain dead from all that recording earlier today. All right, while you're zooming, decreases recoil. Okay, so basically they've tweaked the weapon so that while you're aimed down sight, it's reducing the recoil, but if you're not aimed down sight, then you're going to be penalized. And I agree with this. Alright. Although decreased recoil recovery factor, this might need to be played with a little bit in game, but I'm not gonna spend any more time talking about that. Let's move down. My lord, decreased ammo capacity from 45 to 40. That's interesting. Oh, and here it just blatantly says increased recoil overall. Oh, it's another perk of being on the computer. I can highlight stuff. Should have done that. Should have done that earlier. Alright, upgrade thingamabob, increased ammo gain. Goes from 16 to 18 now. Which is the one that gives you more ammo in your clip, which makes sense. I mean, they decreased the ammo capacity overall. Upgrade bottomless. Increased ammo gain from 7 to 22. So, that makes sense. We've seen a lot of ammo boosts lately. Upgrade sticky. Enemies that are stuck will now be able to see spotting icons and health bars of nearby enemies so that they aren't totally incapacitated. So normally if you got stuck by the sticky stink bomb, you would just be completely blinded because you just got the cloud on you. Rapid fire is going to cost more. So basically we've got some pretty heavy Foot Soldier nerfs. This is one of the few characters that they're really pounding on so far. Shockwave knockback is increased. You've seen a lot of knockback increases lately. Propellant decreased. Equip cost. Liftoff. This is pretty big. Liftoff initial blast is going to be increased from 40 to 50. That's good to see. And the equip cost is decreased to 2. So I'm definitely going to be running Liftoff. This is the one that causes your rocket leap to do damage. So that's actually pretty solid. 50 damage for only 2. That's pretty good. Upgrade smelling salts. This looks like a problem, but I don't care about it. Alright, moving on to Imp. Imp gun blasters. Decrease recoil when zooming. Okay, so it looks like, they're doing a lot of recoil changes and tweaks with the characters. So I like that a lot. Some more camera fixes and increased accuracy overall, so the imp guns are gonna be more accurate. Z-Mech. Mech has 15% armor. Okay, apparently the mech is getting armor. Interesting. Mech has sprint? Why? What? I don't think the mech needs a sprint. I mean, it is pretty slow. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, moving on. Robo Laser, camera fixes. Missile Madness is getting some buffs. Increased damage from 8.5 to 14 mega. Splash damage to 14. So it's basically just Gonna do a lot more damage. Increased rate of fire. Oh my goodness. But the active time is decreased. That actually makes sense. So decrease the time it's available, because I did think it was a little too long originally. Especially in a game where everyone moves so fast. So yeah, this is decent. Decrease the time. Okay. And it makes it more accurate too. So they made it more accurate. Decreased dispersion. So now Missile Madness. This Missile Madness Mech and Imp are gonna be better now. So I know people were saying Imp was nerfed too hard. They're gonna be good now. Let's see, Bionic Bash. Decreased refresh time. Okay, decreased refresh time. Interesting. Camera stuff. Impkata can be triggered from in the air. This is a weird one. I never thought about that. So you can jump off from a high spot and just do some spins in the air, and so you can like do jump Impkatas now. Okay. Interesting. Imp's a very floaty character, so I can understand where this would be a big help to Imp players. Upgrades Centripetal Force. Grants a flat 2x speed boost and allows jumping during Impkata. Oh, wow. Okay. A lot of jump boosts. Aftershock. Enemies are knocked upwards and hang in the air for a short duration. Okay. And we've seen a lot of knockback changes so far. Upgrade Multiplying Madness. Vanquishes with Missile Madness decrease the refresh of Missile Madness instead of extending its duration. That makes sense. Because it's not super often that you're going to have a bunch of enemies in close proximity. Although this could have been good in the past. Maybe PvE. Pod powered, equip cost going down. Energize, increased fuel gain from 5 to 12.5 seconds and grants 25 health. And it can stack if you hit multiple enemies. I don't remember what that upgrade did, but it sounds like it got buffed pretty significantly. Supermassive, equip cost decreased too. So Imp is going to be pretty good now, guys. I think Imp will come back, which is ironic because even though Imp was bad, people still really spammed Imp in certain game modes just because they love the mech, I guess. Super Brains. The shield position has been moved up, so it's harder for enemies to jump and shoot over it. That's pretty decent. I think the shield was pretty garbage. Let's see. Super Ultra Ball. Camera rework. Okay, legendary upgrade. So my guess is that... Okay, so it increased the refresh time per each charge. So basically you won't be able to charge each one as fast anymore. And the uppercut time refresh has been increased as well. So yeah, so basically... what all these things say is that it's going to take longer to charge up your Super Brains, and you won't be able to use the charges as often with the Brainium Basher, which is good. I think it did need a slight rework. See, the Reach upgrade now works with Brainium Basher. Reach, wasn't that an extended range upgrade? Thought so. I'll have to look into that one. Upgrade Speed Bag, increased equip cost from 2 to 4. Now triggers on any weapon vanquish. I think that allowed you to punch faster. Increase duration and window to chain 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. Is that like landing 3 hits? I don't play a whole lot of Super Brains. I'm not super familiar. If you guys play Super Brains, you'll know what's up here. I'll just try to keep it moving now. Let's see, stick and move. Duration has been increased to 3.5 seconds. Speed multiplier has been decreased, though. That's something we've been seeing a lot. Speed has been decreased for a lot of these upgrades. Upgrade extra special. Equip cost has been decreased to 1. That's good. Recuperate. Now gives over health. And there's an issue fix. Scorched. Active time been increased from 4 to 6 seconds. But the damage has been decreased from 4 to 2.67. Interesting. Upgraded heroes movement. Increased health gain per victim 5 to 15, and you can get over health, and you can get an over health cap of 4. Wow. But the over health increase only lasts 4.5 seconds. Upgrade fallback plan. The refresh rate multiplier has been increased from 2 to 3. The duration has been increased to 3, but the equip cost has been increased. So overall, this looks like it's been improved quite a bit. And obviously this is like they had to do this upgrade post in multiple posts because there was so much to talk about. All right. Let's see here. So for the bow blaster, we're talking about 80s action here now. The projectile speed has been decreased. This is referring to the projectile speed. Definitely, oh, it's moving a lot slower now, which is interesting. You're gonna have to play the arc a little bit more, or you have to lead your enemies a little more. And the charge times have been increased, so this is a pretty significant nerf to 80s action hero. Dynamite dodge can be used to interrupt rocket ride. Okay, so if you're in the middle of a rocket ride, you can cancel your rocket ride with a dynamite dodge. This is really cool to know. You can actually cancel that mid-rocket ride. If you feel like you're getting stuck and someone's attacking you, you can actually cancel that. Rocket ride, decreased max dispersion angle, decreased... Okay, so basically, accuracy has been increased. Allow movement while you're in the air? What does that mean? You can move the rocket ride while you're in the... Like, physically move it? It's always been stationary. I'm going to have to look into that one. And projectile speeds... Okay, so accuracy's been increased. Projectile speed has been increased. Rocket ride has been buffed. Let's see. Upgrade targeting arrows. Decreased equip cost. Bowmaster. Equip cost has been increased to 4. With the decreased charge rate time. Decreased duration. So Bowmaster has kind of been nerfed. Upgrade the Huntsman has been reduced to 4 cost. Track Star. Additional tags are increased from 1 to 3. Allows tags... Now tags nearby enemies as well. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it'll be able to tag your nearby enemies, and not just the ones you hit. Huh. Okay, Leg Day increased cost to 2. That's interesting. Upgrade Remarkable Rockets. Increased marks from 1 to 2. Okay, upgrade Free Ride. Increased duration extension from 1 to 3 seconds. And increased equip cost. So this was the one where I believe if you got Vanquishes with the Rocket Ride, it would allow you to continue. So you have a longer duration to get some of those, I believe. Could be wrong. That's what it sounds like. This sounds like it could be pretty powerful now. Upgrade improved tracking, increased equip cost, but you get additional tags from... You get 3 tags now. Also gain faster refresh time of Can't Missile by dealing damage with Can't Missile. That's pretty cool. So if you deal damage with the Can't Missile, you'll get faster refresh. And that's probably why it's so more expensive. Upgrade Super Payload, increased additional missiles per target. So you'll get 4 additional missiles per target now with Super Payload. That sounds pretty crazy. Moving on to Electric Slide, out of fight. Electric Slide can no longer activate her out of fight ability while inside the goatified area. That's kind of very specific, but that's interesting. If you're getting goatified, you can't just zip out of there. But that's the only major change to any of her abilities or primary weapons. The amplification, so let's see. Upgrade, equip cost decrease, equip cost decreased, equip cost decreased. Let's see, upgrade malfunction. Chance to trigger is now 100%. Wow. Remove inner and outer radius distinction. It deals full damage everywhere in the explosion radius. Increase damage from 25 to 35 in the explosion radius 6.1. This is interesting. Malfunction. Let's see. Defibrillated, equip cost decrease. Jazz hands, equip cost decrease. Man, say that 100 times fast, honestly. This one's really interesting. So they're decreasing the equip cost of Jazz hands, which stuns enemies if you repeatedly shock them, I believe. And they decrease the time until the stun can be reapplied from 2.5 to 5 seconds. So if you're really spamming that electricity, you should be able to rapidly stun people. And increase the power that the stun accumulates per damage. So you should be able to... Yeah, it looks like you should be able to stun people faster and quicker. So this... And they decrease the equip cost. So this one could actually be pretty useful now. Increase jumper cables. So jumper cables allow you to arc your damage. Increase the equip cost to 3. It was a pretty good upgrade. And the range has been increased slightly though. Deadbeard, it's my boy. Alright. Deadbeard, Scurvy, Scattershot. Decreased pellet spread. Decreased pellet spread multiplier from 0.1 to 0.07. So I think this means that it should be a tighter spread and increase damage per pellet from 1.9 to 2.36 per pellet. This is huge. This is mega. Scurvy Scatter Shot may actually be useful. If you guys want me to do a challenge video where I only use Scurvy Scatter Shot, let me know in the comments. I think this could be a really cool challenge, especially now. Basically, it's been buffed. Spyglass Shot, dispersion when in air. I don't really know what that means. Parrot Pulse. Ooh, Parrot. So here's the thing. Garlic Drone got some massive buffs. So let's see how Parrot Pulse compares in comparison. That was a really weird line of sentence. Okay, decreased damage. So Parrot Pulse is actually getting a decrease in damage, but an increased rate of fire. That makes sense. It's supposed to be shoot a little faster, do a little less damage. Whereas the Garlic Drone actually got increased to 10. Increased overheats faster though, but the heat dissipates quicker, or like it'll dissipate, but that's a very, very small change. Decreased accuracy loss, so it should be a little more accurate, I believe. We don't care about that. So not a whole lot of changes. They basically buffed Garlic Drone. Parrot Pulse kind of remains the same, just a little bit damage decrease. Upgrade Scuttle Shot, decrease scope cost to 3 to 2. Now only knockbacks enemies who are close. Yeah, the Scuttle Shot upgrade was a little bit broken. It applied crazy knockback to people even if they're far away. So this makes sense. If the enemy's close to you, you should be able to knock them back with the Scurvy Scatter Shot. Upgrade Long Barrel. Decreased angle of spread. Decreased angle of spread, so I think it just made it tighter. Upgrade Plunder. Triggers every 4 critical hits instead of on every critical hit. Increases the refresh rate multiplier from 1.5 to 2 times. Interesting. So this looks like it got nerfed a little bit because 4 critical hits instead of everyone. Let's see. I Spy, decreased cost. Shore Leave, decreased cost. Heavy Metal, decreased cost to 2. Thank goodness. Add visual effects to signify that max zoom damage is active. That's awesome as well. So then you know that this Heavy Metal is my favorite upgrade for Deadbeard. That's the one where if you activate Anchors Away, you immediately get max zoom. This is huge. Upgrade Freebie. Ooh, increased ammo gain from 4 to 7. Nice. This is where I believe if you do, you land a max zoom shot, I think you get ammo back. Could be critical, it could be wrong. Alright, you can tell I'm slowly losing it here. All-Star. Dummy Shield. Increased health of the dome from 200 to 300. The shield health has been... That's insane. That's like a 50% increase. That's... interesting. I didn't know that they thought the shield was so weak. Upgrade Follow Through. Vanquishes with Sprint Tackle. Decrease the refresh with that upgrade now. Increased knockback. But the cost is a little more. So this upgrade's a little more powerful. Costs a little more though. Upgrade Starstruck. Knocking enemies away with Dummy Shield. Decreases shield refresh time. Interesting. Dummy Shield. Isn't it, how do you knock an enemy away with the shield? Can you place the Dummy Shield and knock people back? I didn't even know that was a thing. I'd have to go into my Mythbusters video if that exists. Let's see, upgrade Tennis Skills. Completely removes the speed penalty of priming, firing, and aiming. And you can jump while priming and firing? This is insane. So basically, priming that football cannon, firing and aiming it reduces your speed, and now it just doesn't. Now you can just be Zoom Boy while you're aimed down sight. This is going to be a big, big upgrade. Look out for that one. Upgrade Supercharged Football Coolant. We don't really care about that. Decreased equip cost on injury time. Space Cadet. We're still grinding through. Almost at the 20-minute mark. I cannot believe this is taking so long. I'm dying inside. I'm sure you guys are too. But it's also exciting. It's like an exciting death. That's basically how I would describe this entire update. Space Cadet Cosmo Shot, decreased target lock time. So basically, little harder. Oh no, this actually allows you to lock on easier, I believe. Big Bang Burst damage has been decreased to 9.2. Not too bad. Asteroid Shield, the health's been decreased. That's pretty good. Torpedo. Speed is faster on Torpedo. It should make it a little harder to maneuver around corners. and the duration's been shortened to probably account for the increased speed. I'm really not in Space Cadet space stations using the torpedo too often, so I'm not super familiar with it. Let's see. Efficiency triggers on any Vanquish, not just from Cosmo Shot, and gives you faster reload. Faster reload effect used gets reset as soon as the player reloads. Or it used to do that. Now the reload effect gets... You can get a faster reload for 10 seconds. I am literally losing my mind right now, guys. Ugh. Okay, so basically, this upgrade, you get a Vanquish, you can reload faster for 10 seconds now. You don't just get one fast reload. That's pretty good. This is going to be a good upgrade. Feedback loop triggers on 50 critical damage instead of every critical hit. That would make sense. Duration increased to 3 seconds, though. Increased rate of fire multiplier. Oh, decreased. Okay, so shoots a little slower now. Upgrade long shot, increased homing range multiplier 2 times, so you should be able to lock onto people from a much larger distance. Bullseye increased total max damage from 45 to 75 and increased the equip cost. Okay. Interesting. I believe that's the one where you could do damage to people slightly before landing the laser. This could be interesting. I'm going to have to play around with that. Upgrade target acquired, increased speed boost, decreased equip cost. That's good. Upgrade titanium plate, increases your health to 25 instead of 20. Rocket fueled, now grants a longer duration instead of a speed boost. It lasts an additional 25 seconds, but the equip cost has been increased. So significantly longer lasting. Pretty much changed this fairly significantly. Afterburners, upgrade cost decreased. Assimilation increased additional time from 2 to 4 seconds. Ooh, kind of wild. This will allow you to use the assimilation upgrade for much longer. Ammo eater decreased equip cost, so a lot of equip cost getting decreased. 2 more to go. Wait, no, 3. We have 3 more. We have engineer 2. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna try to move faster. Okay, CP scientist only has upgrades. Equip cost decreased. Let's see, this one, increased duration that overhealth stays active. Okay. Upgrade reanimate, increases the revive speed multiplier to 2 times. Oh, nice, you can revive people quicker, I believe. Applies for 10 seconds to any zombie who isn't affected by sticky healy thing. Okay, I don't play a lot of scientist. You scientist mains out there know what's up. Diffusion increases radius of sticky healy thing. 6 meters, power wash, equip cost decrease, materialize, equip cost decreased, increased ammo gain from 2 to 5 when Steam Blaster is not equipped. Ooh, this is good. So basically, you'll get more ammo when the Steam Blaster is not equipped, because with the Steam Blaster equipped, it was giving you way too much ammo. This is cool that they're actually like fixing this stuff. Wormhole decreased, dolphin blasting decreased. Or increased duration to 15 seconds. That is a long time. And precision, decreased equip cost. Okay, engineer Bullhorn Swarm. Fixed an issue. Improved homing logic of mines when multiple targets are present. So they don't just pick one person. This is good. So your Bullhorns could actually attack multiple people. And increased collision size so they're easier to shoot. I didn't know you could even shoot those. Looks like I got another thing to put on my Mythbusters video. Alright, double time, updating placement checks to make it easier to place on ramps. Okay, cool, so you can place it easier. Heavy helper, increased refresh time from 12 to 18 seconds, so it'll take a little longer before you get that heavy helper. Let's see, upgrades, seismic, increased knockback, rally the troops. Refresh modifier duration is 3 seconds instead of 1. That's what we've seen lately. Refresh multiplier has been decreased though. Equip cost has also been decreased. Progress report, increased duration to 6 seconds. Reveals enemies through obstacles, which is kind of cool. Reinforced. If the initial blast of a Bullhorn Swarm hits an enemy, Heavy Helper heals for 25 health. Interesting. Okay. So the health of the interesting. So Heavy Helper will heal if Bullhorn Swarm hits, and the mines have higher health too. Okay. Dispersion, area size increase, turbocharge, provides knockback aura to engineer and allies. Breakthrough increases projectile speed. Ooh, that's kind of good. Increases the projectile speed to 78 meters per second, but the equip cost went up. Okay, rubber increase. So the rubber allows your projectiles to bounce after you shoot them. So it looks like they'll last for 8 seconds instead of 6 now, and they can bounce 8 times now. But the gravity's going down, so these things should be really, really bouncy and last for a long time. So this is going to be a pretty good upgrade now. Wizard, Abracadabra. Decreased drag, final velocity, increased charge shot damage per tick. So now the Abracadabra is going to do 5 damage per tick instead of 4. That's that charged up big ball, which is good because I thought that ball was pretty useless. Elixir, so the invincibility time's gone down slightly to 1.25 seconds. Won't have a big difference, but it's good to see that. Co-star, can't activate and Godify anymore. I guess that makes sense. Stars align, decreased range that wizard can reveal enemies, only 42 meters now. The Viosa, the damage of the explosion of the spell disaster is going up to 50 instead of 40, and the explosion radius is 8. This is huge. Viosa is going to be a near crutch perk for wizard. I think you're definitely going to want to run this now. Dust and Echoes, equip cost down. Bottle Bouncer no longer bounces, but instead detonates on self before throwing. Oh. So, what Bottle Bouncer looks like it's going to do is when you throw it, it makes you invincible first. It makes the Elixir trigger on you first, and then you throw it? Weird. It goes up to 4. That's weird. I'll have to test that one out. Upgrade Drive by Headrub. Decrease equip cost. Decreased equip cost for Wizard needs help. TV Head. Decreased explosion to 110, which is the same thing we saw for the Dandelion from Wildflower. And that is it, guys. 27 minutes to cover all the zombies changes. These two videos are going to be like an hour long. I apologize, but this has been the most insane list of upgrades I've ever seen in my entire life. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. If you actually managed to make it through both of these videos, congratulations. I mean, that's wild. If you enjoy listening to my takes and my voice instead of just scrolling through these yourself, it takes a long time to read these. It really does. So I will definitely be testing a bunch of these out. Let me know in the comments if it'd be interesting to you if I did a video maybe going over 5 or 6 of the biggest upgrade changes that have real major impacts. I'll be doing a lot of stuff in the coming days with this update, so stay tuned. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you next time. Game on, gamers.